Well, good day, YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's very different video on YouTube. We have got a spider crawling right over my wall. And if you're pretty much scared of spiders or you suffer from arachnophobia, you might as well want to click away now. I've got a train running in the background because, hey, this is going to be a bit of a random video. First off, we've got a spider, and then I've also got a toy review. Does anyone know what spider this is? I'm quite curious what this one is. I'm not sure which specimen it is, but it seems like it's crawling up to the top of my house ceiling. It is just very much, I wouldn't say it's that insidious, but boy oh boy, that spider is making it to the very top of the ceiling, and that is just crazy. And I know that with spiders, they always seem to make a bit of a mess because, hey, I did clean up a lot of webbing, and I tell you what, guys, the next thing when you start to see a spider right in your neighborhood, you know what's going to come next. It's going to pretty much rebuild all of that webbing. And I think from yes, we're coming towards August, but I do know September is also around the corner here. Once we get into September, it's also going to be the month of spiders because, hey, whoa, did you just see that? It was just wiggling and jiggling there because obviously there was some old spider web, as you can start to see. And that thing is straightforward on the move. What the hell is that spider doing? Man, this spider is straightforward a complete free agent. That's just amazing. Look at that. You ever seen Tom Cruise as a spider here? Look at that. He's straightforward doing his weird, unique looking tricks. I think that's pretty much how spiders are. They are capable of climbing up through ceilings. And I think that's very much notorious for these oh my goodness me. Look at that 8-legged freak. You know, like all the other 8-legged freaks, these guys will pretty much stop for nothing. It is just crazy. In fact, the benefit about having spiders in your house is that while they do seem to be very much freaky deaky in terms of their appearance, luckily enough, unlike Australia, our spiders are very much harmless. In fact, a little harmless. In fact, I'd say a lot more harmless. I'd probably say a little bit more harmless than what we have in Australia, or what people have in Australia have, because I've never been down under. God damn it, why the hell am I going? Man, I feel like I'm lying, am I? Maybe I can just straightforward kill that spider or not. Well, who's good at sexing spiders? Does anyone know? I don't know if it's male, female, I don't know. It's straightforward on the very weird part of the ceiling. It's crazy, isn't it? I wonder how we're going to get this spider out. But look at the way it's moving. Best part about spiders is that they really do kill a lot of flies. Main predator is wasps. I'm not sure if this is like a little baby spiderling, or it could be a very small specimen of spider, which I can't really tell, because all of a sudden, hey, I don't usually come across on just straightforward making, spider related videos, but hey, that is one of them. Maybe I might as well just corner around and see what I can get. Okay, out you come. I've got the fly swatter with me today, and I'm actually going to go ahead and swat the little bugger. Okay, I could have done it sooner or later. Whoa, it's actually coming back. Whoa, oh my goodness me. I never thought that this spider is actually straightforward coming up towards me. Or maybe I can release it back into the wild. Okay, maybe this time I'm actually going to get very kind to this spider. Whoa, do you see that little webby looking thing? I'm actually going to get very kind to that spider. And let's just put it back into nature. Or maybe we can do a little bit of a bit of an appraisal and see what spider specimen was that. And I'm stepping on the train. Sorry about that. I think I just straightforward derailed my train there because I'm about to do a toy review later on. But there you go. Maybe if I can try and grab the spider here. It's just, I don't know what specimen of spider it is. Sorry guys. I don't think I've actually got time to show you the spider. But boy, I finally got the spider back into its actual home. And that is Mother Nature. But boy, spiders really do love to venture around people's homes. So that's probably about it for me freeing and rescuing that spider away from my neighbourhood here. Obviously, there's a lot of people who would argue on the point and say, hey Ivan, you should never release that spider right back into the wild because you got a lot of flies in your house. But boy oh boy, strangely enough, let me just vlog here. You know, I've actually had a long history of spiders, and boy, do I really need to do a bit of facial hair trimming. Yes, you know what, I'm going to do it right now. Okay, I feel like I need to turn young again because obviously, why the hell do I have to grow a freaking moustache and a beard the whole time here, like? Okay, gonna trim all my facial hair. As always, as per usual, right? Let's see how good or bad this is. Oh, I don't know why, but I'm just straight for shaving it because, hey, I want to look young again. That's why. And that's probably one of the biggest reasons is that whenever I've got facial hair, that sort of says to me, well, that's not young. That's more like stepping up towards a much older age. I wish I could be much young again. Why the hell is my moustache straightforward like? I'm not really a big fan of facial hair, but that's what I have. I'm just clearing it all away now. Am I actually getting more signs of facial hair? I don't see it. Right, I'm just straightforward shaving it. Just because, yeah, trying to get off as much facial hair as I can actually. For some reason, this video has turned into basically me catching spiders. So basically me shaving facial hair. It's a bit strange, but hey, it makes it very good in that sense. Ain't people gonna be very confused in the way I make videos these days? In the way I make videos these days, it's getting completely edgy and a bit random. But yes, straightforward. I'm demonstrating on that point too. Okay, how's that? Do I still look young now? Do I look young now, or do I still got this weird entree of facial hair? And honestly, I'm not really a big fan of facial hair, but I think this is as good as it gets. Okay, I'm done shaving my facial hair, and I tell you what, that spider that you just saw, I can't really tell what spider specimen it was. Maybe if I would have just straightforward had a look at my ID chart of whatever spiders I have in the UK. Obviously, I'm quite curious about it. I'm just straightforward curious of what spider it is. I've got no idea what flipping spider specimen it was. Might have been a crab spider, but I'm quite curious of whatever the hell it was. But I can tell you guys, hey, I feel like I've got so many spiders in my my room now, but hey, that was quite strange. You know, I would never ever think about straightforward having a spider in my backyard. Even in this case, hey, let me just think of something else. Well, it wasn't. Why am I doing a rough and ready speak here about where I am at the moment? I'm not in I'm not in the backyard because it's night time. I'm actually right over in my bedroom, and to be honest, it's not somehow pretty unusual to see why I have a spider right over in my bedroom. And pardon me for that one, too. I'm not sure what specimen of spider it was, but I tell you what, guys, that was actually fairly interesting to see. I never thought that was actually coming up to me. Maybe, I don't think it was a jumping spider. It might have been a wolf spider, or it could be a crab spider. I can't really tell. It could be a crab spider because I did see the little feelers, the little bobbins on the front of it. But yeah, someone please ID that spider for me. Because obviously when it comes to the spiders, I'm not really that smart on spiders in terms of their colours, because I'm not really that great as a bit of an entomologist somehow. Oh well. But hey, very interesting just to see a little, it could be a spiderling, could be a baby spiderling. But luckily enough, this time I've been a lot much more humane, a bit more kinder to the spider, without even swatting it to death, because spiders should be our friends, because obviously, you know, I have a lot of flies in my bedroom here. In fact, it's been turned into an absolute junkyard of all sorts of cardboard around here. But boy oh boy, yeah, that was highly unexpected. A spider right over at my bedroom. And I'll tell you what, it's pretty much nearly coming up towards August. And as I'm making this video, I've got a toy view to get on. Anyways, I shall leave that spider video as always. Please give this video a very good like if you really enjoyed this video. Sorry for the rough and ready talking because I don't know where I was. I actually thought, did I actually grab that spider and place it? Maybe I did. Maybe I was just sort of thinking, hey, you know, I was putting that spider as the character. Maybe I was just using the spider as an actor. Maybe I could probably pay that spider and get some top marks on how much money I would pay for that little bugger. Pretty sure the bugger will have a lot much more money than I have. Oh, I am a lunatic or something. Anyways, so with that being said, without all of that nonsense, thanks so much for watching, and bye for now.